Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? This is the Fowl Language Podcast. I am Lamar. It's my brother, Casey Fowler. We just two black men that are husbands and fathers, and we just so happen to be brothers, too.
Yep, that we are.
Yep.
What's this, episode 16, ain't it?
Man, I don't know. I stopped counting. Yeah, it's episode...
It's like, damn.
Yeah, it's episode 16, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the smart one. But yeah, and like every show, y'all go ahead and settle on in, get your accessories right, because you might just hear some foul language.
Got that right. So, little brother, it's another week, and we like to start these things off like we do with what is best in life. So, little brother, what is best in life?
Well, man, what can I say? So, about a week. It's been almost a week now. You know, my oldest son, Dre's been staying up here. You know, we're trying to get him right, appointments. Got him a job his first couple of days, man. So he's a proud employee of McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
All right. We got Calvin in the building. For those of y'all that are old enough to remember that reference.
He's flagging them the Big Macs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So my man got a job, day 2. Went to work today, man. Working some good hours too, man.
Good.
Got me a new little toy. Can't remember if I mentioned that on the last episode or not. But
I was gonna say you got another one. I was about to get mad.
Yeah, no, not from the last show. Yeah, got that one. I'm actually gonna go out to the range and fire that bad boy off tomorrow. And Dre's cousin Mikey, he's up here for the weekend. Shout out to Tiffany and Mike French. You know, they let their son come up here and hang with us this weekend. So that's what's up. I'm actually gonna take them boys out there and teach them a little something on the range tomorrow morning. And,
okay, cool.
But it's been a pretty short week, man. Just been preparing for my surgery that's coming up.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Trying to relax and get Dre situated and everything like that. What else? What else was good? What else? Not much, man. I've been just taking naps and I found out. Naps are fucking awesome. But I found out that I do not need a PS5 in order to play the new God of War that's coming out. I like to talk about my seat. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be available for both. Shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let's go. So that was probably. I know you gamers appreciate that. No, we don't game. We too old for that shit. Y'all niggas gonna be like, man, that nigga corny, but fuck y'all anyway. God of War is the shit, like we mentioned on a couple of fucking episodes. So I'm really excited that shit's gonna be available on the PS4 also, because it's hard as hell to get a PS5. Like, it's hard as hell to get a new Xbox Series X. Like I said, we're gonna go shooting tomorrow. I call it like a cigar potluck. All the homies are bringing cigars and shit over for my homeboy Rob's birthday. Shout out to the homeboy Rob. He actually been checking out the show today once, so shout out to him.
Cool, respect.
And found my damn torch. So I ain't lighting with no Bics, you know what I'm saying? So, well, that's what's best in life too. Ain't nothing like that versus that flick, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the short what's best in life for me, man. But with that being said, bro, that's what's best in life.
All right, cool. So I guess that means it's my turn now. So in the worlds of Texas weather, we getting back to normal now. It rained. Yeah, so it rained. I was gonna take the tent down, but it's kind of soggy out here, so I ain't want all the stuff to get wet. So I did say soggy. If you looked outside, you would say, damn, it's soggy outside. There's really
some soggy ass weather we having out here.
Some soggy shit. I mean, really ain't no way to describe it, man. If you saw it, you'd be like, damn, they're like a bowl of Frosted Flakes that just been sitting outside for a day. So ain't no other way to describe it. But otherwise, it's good. It's all good, man. I have been looking for a sit-stand desk for myself. I had a standing desk that I used because I've been working, I guess, from home pretty much mostly for 5-6 years. But then I went to going back into the office. But now my area where I work has become like a co-working space. So Kim is over there. Simone's in the playroom with her school going. And then I'm on my stuff. So
are you charging them rent?
I should, man. So Kim's got the table. Simone's got a table. I'm working with a keyboard in my lap with the with the computer hooked up to the TV.
Hey, shout out to dads making sacrifices.
Right.
It's the small sacrifices, but it's still sacrifices.
So I've been shopping for a desk. So I think I'm gonna get like a small little cheap IKEA desk this weekend until I figure out what kind of stand desk I want. So that's cool. I ordered finally some organization for the garage. Put all my motorcycle gear up and out the way and all that shit, so I can start getting back into this working out. Because I have a gym in the garage and I just don't go.
Yeah,
so
man, I can't wait to start working out again.
So I'm gonna get back on that, and then I've been hanging out with Simone all day, and Kim has tomorrow a tea. I think she calls it a friendship tea. Like some of her and her, I see your face. So some of her homegirls get together and they go out for tea. But due to COVID, they're not going, so she made little boxes. There you go. You couldn't hold it.
Shout out to the friendship tea, the blotted tea with the crumpets. We're going to get a blotted tea. We're going to drink a blotted tea. We're going to get about a blotted 40 business it is. All right, I'm done.
You switched to two different British accents.
I did.
But, yeah, so they're going to be doing that. So that's going to be tomorrow. So she was cooking and all that stuff, making bacon and all that good stuff too. And
so
I
she
told
was
her
baking, or she was making bacon.
Baking.
Okay.
She was baking. She was baking.
Yeah,
so I told her, man.
Party with some bacon strips in there.
Man, there's all kind of shit in there, man. It's a nice little box. So, like, hell, man, you could do that shit and have virtual teas once a month and send custom boxes out, man. Shit, it's a good ass idea.
Yeah. Ain't nobody doing that. Either.
Nope. So we'll see what's going on with that. So we'll see how the first one turns out first.
Cool.
Other than that,
I'd love to be a part of that.
Yeah, well, she'll do more, I'm sure, but she just did them locally, so she hand delivered or she drove everything to them.
Okay.
So she was doing that today.
Getting a DoorDash on.
Pretty much. So other than that, man, my stock saga is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
My AMC shit, man, this shit is like TV to me. I love it. So it's still going on. It shot up top pretty good.
Yep.
Came down, shot up a little bit, came down. It's fun.
I think it's at like 9 right now, maybe.
Yeah, might be. It's over 8. It's just a little over 8 right now. So I've been watching that still. That's still been fun. But for me, that has been what is best in life.
All right, man. So, man, something that you actually put me on to, and it's really fucking convenient, especially, when the pandemic first hit and everything like that, is these cigar of the month clubs, man. You pay this X amount of dollars a month and they send you a variety of different kind of cigars, man, especially for a new cigar smoker, like a relatively new cigar smoker. That's really perfect because I'm getting to try different blends and things like that, man. And I know you got quite a few the cigar clubs, man. So as far as your thoughts on your cigar clubs and everything like that, man, what you think?
So I think you hit the nail right on the head, man. Like, it gives you an opportunity, regardless of your experience level, to try shit that you would probably never try, or you get a hold of those favorites. So there's about, it used to be like 5 or 6 key, but now with the pandemic, there's like dozens of them. So I can't even keep up. I mean, I have a couple that I watch that I keep my eye on, but I only right now subscribe to 2 because they can get expensive real quick. But the cool thing is value per dollar. I mean, you can't beat them. I mean,
hell yeah.
I mean, if you getting some good shit, like, I mean, the 2 that I have my Cigar Pack and Black Lion, and I saw Black Lion, but I didn't want to have 2 going at the same time. But I kept seeing they were dropping heat month after month, and I was like, shit. You know what? Let me go ahead and put my card information in here and make this happen.
Yeah, man. My first one, man, and it's
Yeah, see, because it pissed me off because I had been looking for the Placencia Alma de Fuerte.
Yep, that's when
you. Yes, I've been going to my spot like every week for like 3 months. Like, hey man, y'all got that Alma de Fuerte? No, man, we got them. Or we just got rid of the last ones in the box are gone. I'm like, shit.
And then
Your ass don't know what the hell you doing. You like, oh, I got this
placenta.
I'm like, and I'm sitting here thinking, no, he better not. And then he holds that shit up, and I'm like, you bastard. You know my damn nerves. You got the shit I've been looking for, and you get into some shit on what I recommended to your ass. But I joined, I think, beginning of the year. So far, so good. And I guess since March is rolling around soon, it'll be March, well into March by the time this is out. I'll have another one. So we'll see what they do. So far, so good. I mean, real good. My cigar pack is a good one, too, because they help you find some of those hidden gems, those that aren't, like, popular. So I think the key with each one is each one has its own little, remember this word from last week, niche? So each one has its own niche, and that's what I think you should kind of focus on, like what meets your needs. Like, are you a new cigar smoker? Do you like the expensive rare shit? Do you like the the expensive shit that you can find all the time? Do you like that experimental crazy shit? And there's usually a club to meet your needs, and that's what I think is cool. Like for me, I like that good consistent shit, and I like to find those hidden gems. So that's why I picked those two. And then Pravada's doing something real cool, and I can't remember what it's called, but if you're affiliated with them in any kind of way, they have this thing trying to drum business back into the brick and mortar stores to where they'll send certain special release cigars to those stores. And you can be, it's almost kind of like a secret club. Like, hey man, you got that. I think one was a Cookie Monster or something. You got those Cookie Monsters. It sounds like you're trying to order something illegal, but it's pretty cool, man. It's a lot of different choices, different price points. I mean, you could spend all the way up from like I think $20 a month on the low end, all the way up to 100, 150 for like the real expensive shit. And man, I mean, like I said, the value that you get, you just can't beat. You just can't beat it, man. Especially for those that are doing well. I mean, so the two that I have, and I may add one more in the future, but right now I think I got enough cigars for me. So I think I'll stick with those two. So, man, what do you think about them? And are you thinking about adding any more to your list?
See, that's what I was just about to get to, man, because you know what I'm saying? I'm about to cut some unneeded stuff off that I'm paying for monthly that I really don't fucking need anymore. And I'm like, hell yeah, I need another one because I'm starting to smoke these bitches faster than they're coming in, man. So I'm like, shit, I need an offset somewhere. I ain't talking about Migos. But yeah, man, I think that shit's great. Like you said, the prices you can't beat, man. Like, I ain't gonna put out how much I pay. If y'all want to get into the cigar clubs out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with Black Line Luxuries, check it out. I actually put Unc on the Black Line Luxuries. I need to, next time I talk to him, my ass says he got his first pack yet. How's that working out for him? But I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna message him. We might if it's the March pack first, we might all link up and pick a cigar out of the batch and smoke it together or something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, the prices, and like I said, I like to try different stuff because I don't know what the fuck is what from fucking what. And then it's so dope that they, with Black Line Luxuries in particular, I don't know how the other one, my cigar pack is, but you know, they send you a paper with breakdown of each cigar you got in there, what it has a hint of and everything like that. So it's kind of like and I'm like, oh, can I taste this or that? And I've successfully failed. Like I said, successfully failed at that shit because I'm not doing the little let the smoke go up, you know, thing. Cause like I said a few episodes ago, I almost died. So I'm not doing that shit, but I'm still trying it in. Like I said, for a father of 5 and wife and everything like that, and it's a good price for a habit.
Yeah.
Like you get so much out of it. I mean, the little gifts and shit they drop every once in a while, like they drop that new torch or whatever. Even though I've since lost that.
You mean this one right here?
Yep, that one right there. I've lost mine somewhere. I'll find it eventually. You know how I do. I found this one, goddamn it. So I might put a hunt for the next one. But yeah, man, the cigar packs is really, really cool, man. And the little stickers. I got the Black Line stickers and shit all over the place.
Yeah,
it's just really cool, man. I really enjoy it, and it keeps me from having to go to the damn cigar shop. I don't be going to no damn cigar shop because the closest one is like 15, 20 minutes away. And I just don't feel like driving that far. unless I'm going out there for something else, like tomorrow when we go to the range. I'm actually hitting up the cigar shop tomorrow. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, Cigar in the Month Club. If you guys out there into cigars, you a lazy ass like I'm a lazy ass.
You a cheap ass, because I mean you save a little money too.
Or you a cheap ass, you know what I'm saying? You go out there and get it. Because I mean, I spent I'm gonna say less than $40 for mine. And that one cigar that you were mentioning alone, the Placenciaga,
Placencia.
It's called.
Yeah.
That's like a $22, $23 fucking cigar
Yeah.
by itself. And then add like the other four, that's like $9, $10, $12, $16. All that for that lowest fucking price, man. I mean, if you ain't sold on the variety, you got to be sold on that fucking price.
I mean, just for me too. I mean, the last pack that they sent had the #1 cigar of the year from Cigar Aficionado, I believe.
And which one was that again?
That was the EP Carrillo, the one with the blue band.
Oh
blue and gold.
That shit was good too.
Yeah, that one, and then they had another one in there that I have been looking for too. So what I like about them is the good shit that you're looking for. They'll usually have that in your. I'm sorry, ash drop.
That shit dropped slow as fuck too. Hang on.
I was trying.
I
was trying to keep going too,
but fucking whole damn boulder roll down my goddamn.
Boy, that's what keeps it fun. That's what keeps everything fun. Hey. We're talking about cigars, and that's gonna happen at some point. You gonna get some ash on you. So like I was saying, so they have some good ones, and then what's cool about my cigar pack is they have those they get with the blenders or the companies. And they're like, yo, what do you think that cigar that best represents your brand? And instead of like, like you may have one that's super popular, but it's not the one that like the people that are working at the place like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I created like the crab beer. Like say the beer that's real popular that everybody loves, but you think it's trash. But they're like, hey man, everybody's talking about this one, but you need to check this one out. That's kind of what that whole pack is based on.
Yeah.
And then they also have their factory direct, which has usually 4 or 5 unbanded, so you don't pay the marketing of the band, but they usually give you some good shit too. And usually a manufacturer is affiliated with it. But like this month, they sent like a mix of shit, so everybody got something different, and you got an extra cigar as well. So,
right.
I mean, you for the money, you can. I mean, if you smoke a cigar a week. You good for the month with at least one. So, I mean, for that fact alone, consider it. Hit us up in the comments. Hit us up on Facebook or Instagram if you got any questions. There's a whole bunch of them out there. There's Provada.
One of y'all use that we don't know of.
Yeah, definitely. Provada, Luxury Cigar Club. I think Smoke Inn's got one. It's a whole bunch of them. And I see more on Instagram like every day. And it's just like, damn, if funds were unlimited, I'd have like 10 of them bitches, but can't do it. So
that's not how the world works.
No, man, no.
Not for most.
Yeah.
For some.
But even still, I mean, you can only smoke so many cigars, so
yeah.
It becomes a thing of let me buy what's realistic. I mean, if I say somebody who smokes a cigar a month or so, you'll just accumulate. So know what you do, and they usually have, like I said, plans to go all the way up from like 2, and that's not these 2, but different ones. Find one that has like 2, you'll be set. So
yeah, the one thing else I like about the cigar pack with the variety of things like that, I like to amuse myself. I'm very easily amused. I like to see which fucking cigar I could get the longer ash on. You know what I'm saying? We mentioned pairings a few episodes ago. And I like to pair different ones. I'm gonna try this with this drink. I'm gonna try this with this drink.
Yeah.
Ooh, I haven't had this drink before. Let me try it with this and see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And it helps broaden my horizons into that whole world. You know
man.
Beyond Newports and Black and Miles.
Welcome. I'm glad you have learned some things. I'm so glad.
So yeah, man, that's with the cigars, man. Another thing that just being a cigar smoker helps with is when you fail, you know what I'm saying? it gives me a chance to take a step back from everything, slow down, smoke a cigar, just think about how I fucked up and how I can fix it.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of people handle failure different. So I mean, you in particular, Mr. Harm Lamar face ass, how do you deal with failure, sir?
First of all, kiss my ass. Let's get that out of the way right now. I don't like you. But no, in all respects, right, I actually don't mind failure. Mm-hmm. My opinion on failure has changed a lot. I try to reduce failure by learning from those that have done things before me. So that's where my research comes in all the time. So I'll try to research it as much as I can. But if I fail, I always make sure to reflect and see, what can I learn? What can I do differently? How can I make it better next time? So a good example is, I guess about a little over a year ago, I thought I was going to be this blogger. Mm-hmm. Had my website going, had my blog post going, I
checked out the blog where you live.
Yeah, man. Had my list of posts that I was gonna write about. Mm-hmm. Shit was popping. It was going. And I was like, man, I don't feel like doing all this damn writing.
Right.
And then it was like, man, all the shit you got to do. And I mean, and nothing against anybody who blogs, but I just realized that, that wasn't my lane.
Right.
And what I learned from doing that, and the things that I learned that went into that, are helping what we're doing now. So it's always one of those things where people give failure this negative connotation, but I think if people fail more, they would be more successful, because that fear of failure is what keeps people away from really taking risk and trying to do things.
And I was just going to say that they fear to fail, so they won't just do that leap of faith and see what the fuck happens.
Mm-hmm. I mean, failure is powerful if you learn from it.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't learn from it and you're doing the same shit over and 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 over again, then you're not using failure to your advantage, and that's where you make a mistake at. So that's where I think failure. That's what people, I think, when they think of failure, that's what they think of, is people who keep making the same mistakes, falling into the same traps and pitfalls over and over again. Mm-hmm. You just got to watch out for that and try to learn. And I mean, I try to instill in Simone right now, Junior, that's coming once he's older, but letting her know that it's okay to fail. You're gonna fail. Yep. Pick yourself up, learn from it, and make it better next time. What about you, man? What do you think?
Well, for me personally, for starters, I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying, things you can fix as far as failing at it, fix it. I mean, if ain't nothing you can do about it, learn from it, get on, kind of what you were saying.
Sure.
But, for me personally, it's two different ways. I mean, two different things. When I was younger, there were times where I felt like I failed my kids at some point.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That was before my younger ones were born. I wasn't there for their birthdays and stuff like that because I was in the Army. So, you know what I'm saying? That was a moment of failure that I felt like that was, it was on me.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that I did. But then, after further thinking about it, it goes back into what we said on the last episode or the episode before that about fathers making sacrifices, and you just got to put things in different perspectives, and that's what I had to do. I felt like I failed my entire family when I got in trouble when I was overseas and lost all of my rank. Like, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna do this, man. The child support just hit, all this shit, man. I'm just like, damn. But instead of dwelling in the shit for too long, because I'm not gonna say I didn't dwell in the shit, that'll be a lie. But instead of dwelling in it for too long, I came up with a an option, how I'm gonna work this, because like you said, the problem is not the failure. The problem is not getting the fuck back up after you fail. So every time I have failed since, I'm like, well, damn, I fucked that up, didn't I? I fucked that up real damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a step. I'm gonna take a step back, because I can fuck up something. When I fuck up, I go all the way. There's no half-assing.
Yeah, no, you're a special breed of fucking up, right there. Well, I tell you what.
Yes, sir.
Well, if anybody can fuck up something professionally, it's you.
Indeed, man. But you know what I'm saying? I don't let it bother me as much. I'm like, oh, damn, I fucked that up. Well, let's see where I fucked up at so I can go ahead and fix that right quick. You know what I'm saying? But failure is a completely different fucking monster, bro. failure can either make you or break you, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because some people take their failure to the utmost, and they get depressed and everything like this, and it just seems like it's a domino effect with their failure. Everything is going wrong, and they're not really trying to see how to fix that problem specifically. They just dwelling on, I fucked up, oh god. And kind of like what you were saying with the blog, I wrote my little first short story a couple years ago. Blaze of Shantir Inheritance, everybody, if y'all want to check it out. It's on Wattpad. It might still be on Amazon. But I seen how horribly that shit went, man. And when I say that shit was discouraging, I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't want to write no more. Damn, now I'm going to go back to rapping or something. I ain't doing this shit no more. But instead...
Not Crazy K.
Yeah, no, caution, bro. Caution, man. Caution. Had several names, but that's a story for another day. But, I took that L and developing something better. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said with the blog. I ain't gonna say writing isn't my lane, because I still enjoy doing that shit. I like reading, I like writing, stuff like that. But my approach when I finally dropped my next book, it's my approach is gonna be different. Even that one, I plan on revamping that one, you know what I'm saying, after some stuff I've learned. Yes, Kevin has done some research and learn different tools and avenues to go about it. You know what I mean? Because that's for me, failure. That's what it's all about. Because failure breeds fucking experience, and without experience, you won't know shit.
With the quote.
Leave that bitch on in there real quick. But you know what I'm saying? That shit breeds experience. Because if you're successful at every fucking thing, there's going to be something you're lacking as a person, as a professional, because you never failed at nothing. So you won't know how to change nothing if you ain't failed at it.
Well, and sometimes I think kind of the other side, the rest of that point is, if you haven't done the thing that you have the opportunity to fail, you may not have stressed yourself enough. Like, your bandwidth may be here, and you play right in here because you're scared to fail, but you realize that you can do some shit to push your bandwidth up and stretch your skills.
That's just like when I was doing music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to bomb. You know what I mean? I had kids to feed. I felt like I didn't have time to fail. That's another thing with failure too. You don't feel like you have time to fail. You know what I'm saying? You got too much depending on you. If you fall, they fall. And that was something I dealt with a lot when I was fucking younger. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing I'm teaching my teenagers specifically now. Well, hell, even Keontae and Kevion, I'm teaching them also. They're younger, but there's still stuff they fail at. I whoop Keontae's ass Madden or something. And I'm like, well, this is how you get better, son. This what you need to do. Or Kevion can't put his fucking block in the toy or whatever the hell he been doing. And I'm like, no, man, this is how you do the shit. Just don't give up on it and get frustrated. Fix it. And that's a valuable part of my failures, is my experience, so you can pass that experience down based off your failures. And they're like, well, I don't want to fuck up like Daddy fucked up, so let me do what he's saying to do now, so I don't do the shit he did before. So it's just not you as the individual when it comes to failure. It affects your family too. More importantly, your kids, because you got to teach them. It's your job to teach them. It's not just you send them to school to learn history, math, and English and shit, and that's it with the teaching. But the real life common sense shit is your job to teach them. And if you're scared to fail, scared to get out of your comfort zone, then what experiences are you really going to have to teach the next generation? And you never know. You might have missed out on your calling because you're scared to fail. And one thing I want to add, when you were talking, to made me think about it, is it's amazing how much you can be in your own head about failure. And what I mean by that is, like you were saying, you felt like you let your family down while you were deployed. You know what I mean? Guarantee you, if anybody talked about you in regards to what you were doing while you were deployed, failure was never, in a discussion. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, he's in the military, he's deployed, he's fighting for this country and all that good thing. So, you know what I'm saying? So think about how it was looked at externally versus how you took it internally. Right. And that's the crazy thing, is how we end up being hard on ourselves and beating ourselves up for something when you're making the issue, and sometimes more than what it actually should be. If you just say, look, I failed,
or I think I failed. What do I learn? What do I do? Mm-hmm. Move on and let's go.
Yeah, climb out that hole you dug.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I started digging some shallow ass holes. I tell you, because I needed a couple ladders. I needed 2 ladders and a rope to get out of some of them goddamn holes. I swear.
But hey, it also makes you appreciate your success.
Yeah, yeah.
You're successful.
Stories now.
Yeah, you know, anytime you can achieve, and especially if something you failed at, you try again, you get this shit right, and there's nothing sweeter, man.
Man, it feels great.
Definitely, yeah.
Failure is a monster, like we've been saying, man. That shit could really break somebody down past their foundation and just feel like they're fucking nothing, man. So everybody that's out there, that's watching, that's listening, just because you failed don't mean that the shit is over. You know what I'm saying? Try a different approach, do something completely fucking different, or just throw that shit that you failed at in the trash and go do something fucking else. I mean, honestly, because sometimes you fail at something that's just not your niche.
There you go.
That's just not your niche. You know, you just throw that shit away. All right, let's start back from the drawing board, man. Let's do something different. I mean, as long as you not afraid to get out of your comfort zone, there's never no true failure. Right.
It's only a learning experience. So yeah, the last little thing I'm gonna touch on failure is if you're sitting right now and you're struggling and stuck with failure, or a failure just got you down, go back to the episode we talked about journaling and think about journaling. Kind of process that shit. Yeah. It helps. If not, you know,
episode about goals too.
Yep. How to reprioritize. Yep. And also, if you are still stuck, don't be afraid to go to therapy and help somebody who's not invested in the situation. Help you process it, because sometimes what you need is somebody who don't know you or don't care about you like your family members would, to look at it different, because they don't have that investment in you, so they can really see a little bit of what you may need to do.
You'll get definitely it's gonna be all right.
Right.
Just do what you gotta do. Just keep pushing all other shit. You're gonna really get to, well, you know, you know, fucked up right here. So what you should do, you stupid bitch, is do this.
They won't go that far.
And not so many words. I'm just joking. I'm just joking about that part. But yeah, definitely.
We glad Kevin is not anybody's therapist right now.
Hey man, I've actually done good. You know, talking with people about their problems.
Yeah.
Like on a serious note, because I like I said, I fuck up. My middle name should have been fuck up. I should have been Kevin fuck up Fowler, because I was always fucking some shit up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you're saying I passed that experience not just to my kids, but to, you know, my peers too. That's really like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know which route I'm gonna take. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to several of my peers when they were having these problems, and you know, they'll come back and say, yeah, man, this shit worked out for me, man. I appreciate you talking to me and all this other stuff. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't, if you can't talk to your family, you don't feel like you can talk to a therapist or something like that, find that other person that you can confide in about your failures. And hey man, just keep failing.
Right. And find you a mentor.
Yeah. And I mean that keep failing in the most positive way possible.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, if you find a mentor, you'll see and find out how many times they failed, and you're like, well shit, if you failed doing that and you where I'm trying to get to, well then damn, I'm on the right track there. Let me just keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the Fortune 500 people and the Steve Jobses and the all them people. You know, ain't no telling how many times they done fail. They didn't try to push something, motherfuckers say no. I mean, the music business. Look at I don't know, Jay-Z or somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they didn't just wake up one morning, spit a couple bars, and now you fucking rich. No.
Right.
You gotta trust in the process. Oh, that's another one. Trust in the process, because you'll get there eventually. Yep.
Well, all right, man. As always, I like to balance it out when we get heavy and talk about serious shit. Let's have a little fun now. And like we've talked about, and I think we got a request a while back for some more anime stuff.
Yep.
So we anime fans, like we said, if y'all don't know, you can mix anime, whiskey, and cigars. It works. I think we might be the only people on the internet that combine all three, but that's all right.
Man, we could fit into every group, every subgroup. We could go from thugs to scholars to fucking anime nerd folks, man. We can go.
Right.
That's why
That's right. You got to show that versatility, man. That's the thing. So what I want to do is, and we haven't done a good list in a while on anime, so let's talk about, because I like to see somebody get their ass whooped.
You know I do.
So let's talk about your anime fights, your top anime fights. So I'll let you kick it off, man. What are your top fights in anime? It can be one on a whole bunch. It could be special powers, hand to hand. No rules. Just what are your favorite fights in anime?
Right. For starters, I'm not gonna go in any kind of order from oldest to newest, nothing like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this thing. First and foremost, I'm gonna start with the Yusuke versus Sensui fight, man. Before Yusuke died, and then when he came back, he was headbutting the shit out of his ass, man. That shit was so fucking amazing, man.
Oh,
I mean, they was already scrapping. I was like, oh no, he killed him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then he came back as a fucking demon or some shit, man.
I remember. I think I was with you when we saw that shit happen, and it was like,
yeah, man. That's still my favorite arc of the whole fucking. Just that part. I'll skip all the way to just that part right there when he loses and it comes back and whoops him up.
That arc was actually kind of deep, though. If you think about like Sensui's story,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy as hell, man.
Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Great anime.
Yeah. That's I put that in one of my tops. I think one of my top 5.
You did.
Another good anime fight, and I thought this character was gonna be fucking amazing. I'm really pissed off on how they did him when he got older, but the Teen Gohan fight versus Cell was an amazing fucking fight because he didn't want to fight, then he nutted up and he was beating Cell's ass, and then Cell snuck him and all this other shit, man. That was a well done fucking fight. He let this kid whoop off in his ass.
And then he got the dead arm, and
hell yeah. And it was that at that point I was like, this is my favorite fucking Dragon Ball Z character. But then he grew up and turned into what he turned into, man. They did him so dirty. Man.
They did, man. They did him wrong.
That shit was so cold, man. How they did that, man. Another one I have to say, Kenshin versus what was his name? Shishio.
Yeah,
that was a dope ass fucking fight too. Because you was used to Kenshin just flipping that sword and fucking motherfuckers up, man. But they really put him through the fucking ringer with that shit, man. That was a dope ass fucking fight, man. And while I'm on the whole swords and shit tip, man, another one was Ichigo versus Byakuya in the fucking beginning of Bleach. Oh shit, I take one. My bad, dog. My bad. I mean, that shit was so cold, man. Cause that nigga was like, "Hey, show me your Bankai." No, I don't need to show you shit. Boom, that shit ain't gonna work, man. Show me your shit. Stop playing with me. Cause you know what I'm saying. We whooped them lieutenants' ass so smooth. Matter of fact, that whole part leading up to their fight. Dope, man. They put out their Zanpatos or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah.
He was just whooping them lieutenants' ass like it wasn't nothing. And then they met, clang swords and shit. And I'm just like, oh shit, he did that. And that was just a dope ass fucking fight. Even though technically Ichigo did not win that fight, technically.
I had to watch it again. I'm with you though, but I think so.
Yeah, because when he released his Bankai and then, you know what I'm saying, the other himself came out and was spinning the Zanpato around and all that other shit. So technically he didn't win that shit.
I mean, you can argue that's just a part of who he was though.
You could, but I still don't feel like he won that shit, bro. Not by himself. That's kind of like motherfuckers saying Goku beat Vegeta. Goku has never beaten Vegeta. Let's see. In my last
boy, you're going to piss the Dragon Ball people off right there, boy.
Yeah, well.
Woo, shit.
Yeah, well.
But go ahead.
Then the last one would have to be when Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto was fighting Madara's, the Ten Tail, when they all did the summoning jutsu and they had the same summoning jutsus as Jiraiya and them.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was so cold, man. I mean, just that whole little fight with Madara was cool. The after the fact with the what's her face, that shit was
Momoshiki or some shit. Yeah,
whatever the hell her name was, they could have let that shit go. And then the Naruto Sasuke fight at the end, it was alright, but it was really, I can't use that word, but it was soft. Let's go with soft.
That's no spoilers, but that's on my list, and you'll see why.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
I'm just gonna go with soft. But with that, man, I think that is my top 5 fights I can remember off the top of my head. I was gonna say the last season I saw of One Punch Man, but I can't remember the guy he fought and all that.
Boros? Oh, the first season? The second season? Oh yeah, I hadn't seen the second season yet.
Yeah, so I won't spoil that for you, but that was cold. Hunter x Hunter had some good fights, and yeah, that's it for me with the anime fights.
Okay.
What was your top?
All right, man. So since you called one of mine on my list soft, I'll start with that one.
All right, go ahead.
So the Naruto and Sasuke fight, the final fight, is one of my favorite fights. Like I said, I think I'm a different kind of anime watcher than you.
You are.
So for me, I saw it way different than you. The stakes of the anime were done. They had already beat Madara had died. Spoilers for those who ain't seen Naruto. Sorry. The other chick comes out. I do think it is Momoshiki or whatever her name is. She comes out. They beat her. Whatever. Sure. Might be. Yeah. Maybe. Sure. I'll type it and put it on the bottom or something somewhere. But yeah. So they deal with that, and then they're like, "Well, we still got to fight, right?" And what's so cool about the fight is it basically brings from the beginning of regular Naruto all the way up to the end. It like brings all their ideals. It shows where like Sasuke was a loner, he hated his brother, to realizing that his brother was trying to save him, to Naruto being kind of like the black sheep of the village, to everybody loving him. And so you saw like all of that, and then you saw like how good of friends they were, and like just little details in the fight, like they knew each other so well. Like they would like be trying to do hand signs and shit, and they would like finish the hand sign off. Or like Naruto, like in the beginning, is trying to do a shadow clone shit, and Sasuke won't let him do it because he knows that's the shit. And then it starts like small, and it just gets big with like.
I want to go back and watch the fight.
Oh yeah, I told you. When you look at it right, it is not soft. Like even in the beginning of the fight, there's like no music. There's just the sound of the fight. Like the way that shit is done is amazing, man. And like it gets real big, like blowing shit up anime style with the Nine Tail and Susanoo, I think is how you say it. With them fighting and shit, and then it gets down to the end with them just punching the shit out of each other, tired as fuck. And it's just like, I'm tired, but I'm still gonna kick your ass. No jutsus, no nothing, just throwing hands. Shit is when you look at the meaning and what it means to the whole anime, like them as friends, and then it ends off with them like, this is my final fight and my final attack. I'm gonna give it all I got, and then it flashes like from them growing up to different scenes of them. Shit is dope, man, when you look at it and outside of just the context of the fight itself. Like,
I think I'm gonna go back and watch it. I got time.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, when you watch it, let me know what you think about it. Now that we talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
I was gonna bring Madara, but that was just cold as hell, man. He was just like, I'm gonna beat all y'all asses. And he was like, do you want me to do wood clones or do you want me to do this? Oh, you struggle with that meteor? Here's another one. I'm gonna beat all your asses without jutsu. I'm just gonna put these hands on your ass. I mean, dude, that shit was cold too.
Hey, but guys, since they put in that work on his ass,
yeah, he did.
He lost his leg and shit, but he put in work.
Yeah, he did. And then the fight with the first fight with Guy and not Guy, but Rock and Gar, that was pretty good in Naruto too.
Yeah.
But the last Naruto and Sasuke fight is my favorite. Yeah, and that one just for the meaning. And I told you it's not soft when you think about it. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to chime in while we were still on Naruto.
Go ahead.
Like the when Sakura was fighting, what's his name? The puppet motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
And she thought that shit was real cold.
Sakura's trash though, man.
She is.
God, she's trash. I hate that.
Better. Like her medical shit is on point though.
Still trash though, man. They wasted. They could have done so much with her, but trash.
Her or Hinata, who would have won a fight?
Hinata, man, all day.
Think so?
Hell yeah, man.
Okay.
If you got her wanting to fight, I mean, that was the thing with Hinata. She would never really want to fight, but yeah, man. That Byakugan and them damn, because Neji was my favorite character in Naruto.
R.I.P.
Yeah, respect. Oh shit, Trey! I will go with another one that you've already damn spoiled for me. Is the Byakuya and Ichigo fight. Okay. I thought about some other ones, but I just like that fight because one, that was the first time you saw his Bankai. Just the cool shit because when Byakuya first met him, he did that move on him when he flash that's behind him, and he hits him with that 2-piece.
And that was the first thing he tried.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh shit, he's fast." And it was just that progression of like, "Oh shit, I can't play with this dude now. He's no weak bitch. I gotta step my game up." And then he does my shit. Favorite name ever, Sinbone Sakura Kageyoshi. It's my shit.
No, dog, that ain't the best one.
I mean, it's not. No, I'm not saying it's my favorite Bankai, but just the when that shit came out, and then he was like, you know, when I control it with my hands, it's even faster. And she was like, "Man, that ain't shit." And then that shit was just cold, man. Just the progression of that fight, seeing the fight. But another, and a lot of people talk about some of the other fights in Ichigo, but that was kind of my favorite.
Yeah, I ain't really not even the Aizen fight really kind of stood out to me really, because it was
the Aizen fight was trash.
At that point,
the final Aizen fight was trash.
At that point, I was already sick of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's super strong. Ichigo has a new power.
Right. I mean, that's what pissed me off. Oh, he's a Bount and a Quincy and a Hollow and a Bount. Well, I said Bount already. Yeah. Pick it. Fullbring. He's another one. Just pick him. He's all of them. Okay. How's that work? But I will say, coldest scene ever in Bleach is at the end of the Soul Society arc when you find out Aizen is actually bad.
Oh, he fucked everybody up.
And my favorite part though is Ichigo puts on his Bankai. The music kicks in. You know that music. I don't know the words, but you know the music when shit's about to get serious from Ichigo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Aizen's like, "Bitch, your sword," with his fingers.
Yeah.
And the music stops and everything. He bitches the scene so hard, he stops the fucking music for the anime. Shit is cold.
I just remember his words right then when he was like, "Your spine is barely attached." I was saying, "God damn."
Yeah, man. Aizen was cold. And that scene right there, that Aizen was cold as hell, man. Mm-hmm. When he stopped, like I said, he stopped the music of the anime. So that means he told the writers, the damn score writers, to shut the hell up. I'm the shit right now. Just listen.
So while we on Bleach, what do you think about the number 4 Arankai fight in Ichigo?
That was Ukiura.
I think that's what his name was.
Yeah, with the I mean, it was good. It was good, but it was, again, you got a hole in your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. There shouldn't be any.
Dead, bro.
Yeah. Right. And I do like that you got to see like everybody fighting. So, but still, my favorite Bankai though is Ryujin Jaka. That's my shit.
No, you got to say that shit right, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Ryujin Jaka. You gotta say that shit right, bro.
This shit's so cold, man. Everything turns to ash, man. That shit right there. Damn. Okay.
All right, so number three.
So number 3. Let me check my list because I like to write shit down so I don't forget. So again, you still haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. In one of our tops earlier in anime, I talked about the fight with the Führer.
Okay.
And if you watched it, that had leading after that fight later on, where you fight the main villain, where you fight Father, as he's called, with all the alchemy and everybody fighting, and you that shit is good, man. Like the hand-to-hand combat, the use of the alchemy, man, that's a good ass fight.
Yeah.
And it just, shit's good. The shit talking in that piece is good too. It's a good fight. I should go back and watch it again. It's been a little while, but that's a good one. It didn't have like the deep philosophical stuff to me. Well, I mean, it kind of did, but I just like that one because it was a good ass fight.
Right.
My favorite anime represent, like I talked about before, when you chucking galaxy, when you in a damn mecha and you chucking galaxies at somebody.
That shit's so disrespectful.
It's got to be in the top 10 fights, man. That shit is so cold. They running up into each other, and you like, let me throw a damn galaxy like it's a fucking Destructo disc or something.
And then when I hear that shit, I just think about the people that's on them planets, man. They just living their life. They spinning out of fucking control. They don't know what the fuck happening. Oh God. They don't know what the fuck going on.
I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, I mean, it's cool because I like that one because it gets real big and it comes all the way back to like the field where the anime starts. And that's a cool one too, man. Because it's my favorite, one of my favorite anime, so I got to represent that one. And then my last one that I'm gonna talk about I like to give honorable mentions because there's always so many.
Oh yeah.
But my last official one in my list is going to be Netero versus Miriam from Hunter x Hunter. You don't say the X, bro.
I said the X. It's in there. Damn it, why you don't say the X? It's in the title, bro. So you don't say it but it's in the title.
You don't say it.
It's Hunter times Hunter. What does that equal? What the fuck does that equal?
No.
But that was a cold ass fight.
That was a cold ass fight, man. Just the fact that he respected him by the end, and it showed, man, that there's the skills, the fact that my dude is like, oh, let me tear my arm off too, so we're even. Shit, yeah. Dude was just fuck that. Yeah, I know. I mean, dude was just overpowered, man. That was a good fight. And then it was like cool because you see that like you see his like humanization to where he was like at first like, all of you are trash, none of you can mess with me. To where it's like, you know, humans aren't so bad. But then Netero was like, well, we still got to kill you anyway, though.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck you.
And I've said it before, but that ant arc lasted way too fucking long.
It did. It was almost like 2 arcs.
And how about when Gon he did that charge stuff and just kept punching?
Yeah.
Cat ant.
See, I was gonna put that one, but other than that, like I like a lot of hand-to-hand combat and stuff, and use of your flexing of your techniques in the fights. He just beat Peto's ass.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just nothing to that. Just a spectacle of an ass whooping with the hair that's like way up here blowing in the wind and shit.
And I heard the anime is actually coming back.
Really?
I did. I read that about a month ago. I think the anime is actually coming back.
I have to look and see because that's one of my favorites, man. Because it's just, I mean, you got like Killua where he rips the heart out and is like, here's a little baggie with your heart. Shit was cool. Honorable mentions, going back to Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
I was gonna say Toguro, but remember the knife edge death match?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That shit was cool.
Again, simple, but you got your foot on the back of a knife and you just throwing hands.
And then every time you get hit, your fucking foot.
Yep.
Cut on the fucking knife.
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. No. So yeah, just the concept of that, and just not a lot of deep messages or anything like that. Just a good ass fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say some stuff from Baki, and then have you ever seen the movie Sword of the Stranger?
No.
We went to the movies to see it years ago. There's a knife fight at the end. You don't need to watch the whole movie, but just look for Sword of the Stranger final fight. Probably one of the best sword fights in anime. Right. If you like, it doesn't have like the supernatural piece. It's just a good ass fight. I mean, it gives you like your old martial arts movies fights, but in anime, it's just good.
But I will say we will be remiss if we did not mention the Goku and Frieza fight. We have to mention it.
Why do we?
Because that shit set a record, man. That shit was a good ass fight.
That shit was a long ass fight.
What if that shit took fucking a month?
8 years, man.
But they finally finished.
Well, Namek was blowing up for 10 years, man. Damn.
Yeah. But you know that shit set a record for the longest fucking anime fight.
Shit, it had to, man. You got like 18 forms, and you get chopped in half, and you still trying to fight. Shit's crazy.
And I don't think I have one from My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah. So the one, if when I thought about putting it on the list, I thought about Attack on Titan too. When Levi fights the Beast Titan. You probably ain't seen that either, but look that up. See that fight. That fight's cold too. But when All Might fights, was it All for One fights One for All? With the United States of Smash.
Oh, that was a cold ass fight.
That was a cold ass fight.
The same one when he retired, right?
Yeah, like you felt that shit in your soul when he punched him and he got that fist up. You like, shit.
Then he fucked around and pointed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's a lot of them. So everybody out there, give us your top anime fights. Especially if you got those hidden gems that a lot of people haven't seen. I love looking for stuff like that where it's like, oh yeah, nobody talked about this one, but check out this one.
You know, I always enjoy it when Inuyasha and Sesshomaru fought.
Yeah, that's Kim's favorite. One of Kim's favorite animes.
Has she started watching Yashahime yet?
Nah, we waiting. I don't know what we're waiting on, but yeah.
I think it's done. The season is done because they're putting no new ones out.
Yeah, we might check it out. Fire Force got some good fights in it too. What else is new? Have you watched Jujutsu Tyson?
I started. I watched.
Am I saying that right? All right.
Kai something.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's something.
It's Jujutsu
yeah, it's not jujitsu like the martial art. It's
jutsu. Some shit with a fucking J.
Yeah,
We've actually started watching it. I'm probably gonna go back into it because I just fell off, started watching other shit.
Yeah, we watching that dub, so we're waiting for some more of the episodes because they're at like a tournament. So we're waiting for some of that to build because you know how tournaments go. Once you get hooked into that shit, and it's like, oh, next time, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta wait.
I think just about every fight that what's his name, Jin Mori was in, and got out of high school was a fucking dope ass fight.
Yeah.
Just about every fight he was in was a dope ass fight, especially the last one when he became who he became. I'm not gonna spoil that to the people that got out of high school. But that shit was a dope ass fucking fight too. Like I'm still reading it now, and that shit, ooh, man, that anime need to keep going because that's some good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say I was reading some stuff. They were saying like the anime doesn't do the manhwa justice though.
Yeah, I gotta watch if they do, they gotta do another season so I can judge.
Okay.
Because when I watch something and they don't have another season, I find it and I read it where the season left off at. So I don't know, but
yeah,
we're in for some good fights for you Kingdom fans out there if there's any. Shit comes back in fucking April. We're out for some good ass fucking fights there. This shit's gonna be dope. I mean, you got fucking 6 armies versus 1 army, bros. It's like 80,000 versus like I don't know, like almost 500,000. So that shit's like that's a dope ass.
Speaking of fights like that, I was gonna put Berserk in, but that was just him kicking ass, so I didn't put that in. But did you ever finish Vinland Saga?
Nope.
Oh man, some good ass fights in that.
I read it past all the fighting and shit, so I didn't even want to watch it no more. I know how it went, man.
Oh yeah, that's got some good fights, and I can't wait to that ever. I hope it comes back, man, because that was just the prologue, man.
It don't need to come back.
Well, no, and again, I think from what I understand and why you didn't like it is because of typical you. But
there's no more fighting. The fighting is fucking over. He's a passive as ass fucking slave. And he ends up getting fucking free, and he's trying to bring everybody to Vinland, which, if you don't know what Vinland was, Vinland is America.
Well, that was the whole purpose of the show, is to find Vinland, right? So,
I mean, that was the name of the show, Vinland.
Yeah.
I mean, kill some more. The fuck?
See, I don't mind when it goes a little philosophical, man. I can appreciate that sometimes. I like to see a good ass whooping, but
I do, motherfucker. Throw a punch. Stab him in the throat. You're a fucking Viking, for God's sakes. The fuck is wrong with you?
Sound a little angry about that.
Hey, man, that Viking shit is my shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's my shit. But yeah, that's all really I got, man. I know fucking Come to America's gonna drop next week on the 5th. About to watch that shit. Something else dropping on the 5th too that I wanted to see, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a cartoon movie that the kids want to see.
You're talking about Tom and Jerry, are you?
No. That dropped today.
Oh, okay.
It's like Raya and the Last Dragon or some shit. Like
yeah. That's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. And I like that they're diversifying their shit, man. That shit's really cool.
Oh. You know, another, going back a little bit, fights that I wanted to put in, but I couldn't put in because they're not technically anime.
What?
Avatar.
Yeah, because it's not technically anime.
Yeah.
Those some cool ass fights.
Yeah.
Korra didn't really do it for me like Aang did. And they're trying to revamp Aang some kind of way. I've heard rumors.
Yeah, I heard they're bringing it back. I think it's gonna be a Netflix thing. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I heard
they're supposed to do a live action one. They're supposed to revamp the animated one. They was thinking about doing a spin-off series when Aang was actually an adult, which I've been wanting for a long time.
And you could. I mean, that could be good.
It's gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
A lot of good shit coming out this year, and being that I'm gonna be laid up for a couple months, it's gonna be real. I'm gonna be watching some shit on top of shit that was best in life. I'm about to really start my research for my I guess it's gonna be a podcast. I don't know if it's gonna be a podcast or a docu-vlog yet, but
you figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, the beauty of it is you can always put it in multiple places. So
but talking about the soldiers and
Yeah.
the warriors of our complexion, our pigment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty dope. I've been researching some really dope ass shit, and I'm just like Shaka Zulu was the fucking man, bro.
Yeah.
Man, Jesus, man, he was cold as fuck.
Cold.
Yeah, man. So that's about it with the anime top fights for me, bro. You got anything else?
No, that's it, man. So thanks everybody for hanging with us.
Y'all fucking missing out. Like,
oh man,
y'all say that shit's cartoons. There ain't no motherfucking Bugs Bunny shit going on there, man. Blood,
right.
Cuss words and cleavage.
Well, even more than that, man. I mean, you can find anything you like. Like, I mean, they talk about like racism and discrimination and economic. I mean, you can watch so much shit to meet whatever you want to watch. Once you get over the fact that it's animated, there's so much good shit out there that you can watch.
Right.
Speaking of, one more thing. So way back when we talked about Doug Funny, and we talked about whether it was a journal or a diary, and I won.
You won.
We never talked about what it was going to be.
Yeah, so what is it going to be, man?
So decided right here that while you got plenty of time, Kim and I are going to pick an anime for you to watch.
Okay.
And when you finish it, whatever episode that falls in, we're going to have a segment dedicated to you where you just talk about that anime and you give your thoughts on that anime.
I'm with it. Let's go.
So, yeah, everybody, if you got any recommendations, leave them in the comments or something that he could watch.
But we some flower shit, bro.
No. It'll be something I think you'll at least like. I won't set you up with no bullshit.
I mean, just run it, man. I said I'll do it. I lost.
Yep. No, I at least give you something that's good. Just something I think that you would normally watch is what I'm going to put you on. Everybody be looking forward to that.
So before we end it, man, I got a quote I actually posted on Facebook. Shout out to my boy, Consciously Awakened, my wife, Janae, my brother, William Purdue. Shout out to you, brother. Y'all like my post. It came from a gentleman named James Baldwin, and it says, we can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and rights to exist.
Yeah, James Baldwin, man. Listen to the speech where that came from, and listen to some of his speeches on YouTube, man. They're
definitely will.
He's got some good stuff, man. He's definitely a good one to listen to.
Yeah. And I'm all for the disagreeing conversations. That shit's fun. But you know what I'm saying? When you're speaking in terms, like he said, you know what I'm saying? Unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. If you speaking against, you know what I'm saying, why we should be here, we should go back to Africa, all the other bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah. Right.
But with that,
you go. So one more thing, I don't have a quote this week, but I will say I got my shirt on. We getting close to the spring. I am a motorcycle rider. Everybody, look out for motorcycles.
I like doors, but yeah, my brother ride motorcycles. Y'all look out for them, man.
That's right. So with that, everybody,
motorcycles driving fucking stupid. Then I mean, sorry, but if you're doing what you're supposed to do, look out for them, man.
Yeah, please.
Something happened to my brother, I'm gonna have to pull up.
Yeah. So everybody, there's been another one. You guys take care. We'll catch you next time, and we'll see you later.
Sir, we out.